Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna everyone. We continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 7. Does anyone remember what we are reading?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We are reading that all the demigods were really, when they were churning the ocean, the poison came out and then they didn't know what to do. It was spreading throughout, and then they went to Lord Shiva to offer the prayer so that he could
Actually, I'm not
drink.
sure. I can't hear you.
You really can't hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's better.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it is very low today. So, Lord Shiva, all the demigods, after the churning of the ocean, the they were churning the ocean, and then the wish came, and the halahal poison came, and they didn't know what to do. It was spreading out, and they stopped the churning, and they went to Lord Shiva, and they offered the prayers. They're offering the prayers, the demigods, all of them, and they are they're requesting him to drink the poison and save them all. And they were also telling, and then we also heard that how it was explained that Lord Shiva is the Yatha Shambhu servant. He's the best among the Vaishnavas, and he is always there to help everybody. And he doesn't want to take any credit. He doesn't want any credit for himself, and he just want to help the mankind, because the people in this material world are suffering, and he is the best Vaishnav. So Vaishnav is para dukha dukhi. So he is ready to help all of them. And then he told his wife, there was also a conversation that, I want to save them all, Bhavani. Like, just see that, how their lives are in danger when the poison came out. So, yeah. He,
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's where we stopped yesterday, right? Lord Shiva is telling his wife, Bhavani. Okay, so
yeah.
let's continue then. Text 40. Pumsa kripayato bhadre
Pumsa kripayato bhadre
sarvatma priyate hari
sarva atma
सर्वात्मा
priyate
प्रियते
harihi
हरि
prite harau bhagavate
prite
प्रीति
haro
हरो
bhagavati
भगवती
priyeham sa characharaha
priyes ham
प्रियं
characharah
सचराचरः
tasmad idam garam bunje
tasmat idam garam bunje
prajanam swastirastu me.
prajanam
प्रजानां
swastirastu
स्वस्य
me.
Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Srila Prabhupada. My dear gentle wife Bhavani, when one performs benevolent activities for others, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari is very pleased. And when the Lord is pleased, I am also pleased along with all other living creatures. Therefore, let me drink this poison, for all the living entities may thus become happy because of me. So here Lord Shiva is saying, how can one please the Lord?
by doing the benevolent activities, you can please the Lord for others.
Yeah. And what happens when the Lord is pleased?
And everybody is pleased. He is pleased. When Lord is pleased, then he is pleased.
Lord Shiva is also pleased, and every living creature is also pleased. So this shows that even Lord Shiva is saying that yes, to please God, this is the root. We please God, we can, like that, we can please everyone. Shishuko Vacha,
श्रीशुक
शुक
उवाच
उवाच
Evam Amantriya Bhagavan,
एवम् आमन्त्रय
एवं
भगवान्
भगवान्
Bhavanim Vishvabhavana,
भवानी
भवानी
विश्वभावनः
विश्वभावनः
Tadvisham Jagdum Arebhe,
तद्विषं
तद्विषं
जगतु
जगतुम्
आरेभे
आरेभे
Prabhava Gyan Vamodata.
प्रभाव
प्रभाव ज्ञानवमोदत
Srila Sukadeva Goswami continued. After informing Bhavani in this way, Lord Shiva began to drink the poison. And Bhavani, who knew perfectly well the capabilities of Lord Shiva, gave him her permission to do so. So he's like a nice husband. He's telling his wife, oh, I'm going to drink poison. Which wife is going to allow the husband knowingly to drink poison, right? You know, if any husband were to tell the wife, I'm going to drink the poison, the wife will start having a go like hysterical. How you can drink poison? This, that. Yeah, but here, Parvati ji, she's been called Bhavani. Bhavani, she knows Lord Shiva can handle it. The poison won't affect him. So she's like, yeah, go ahead, help everyone. Tata karatali kritya
तथा
ततः
करतलीकृत्य
करतलीकृत्य
vyapi hala halam visham
व्यापी हलाहलं
व्यापालाहलं
विषम्
विषम्
abhakshayan mahadeva
अभक्षयत्
अभक्षयन्
महादेव
महादेव
kripaya bhuta bhavanaha.
कृपया
कृपया
भूतभावनः
भवनः
Thereafter, Lord Shiva, who is dedicated to auspicious, benevolent work for humanity, compassionately took the whole quantity of poison in his palm and drank it. Although there was such a great quantity of poison that it spread all over the universe, Lord Shiva had such great power that he reduced the poison to a small quantity so that he could hold it in his palm. One should not try to imitate Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva can do whatever he likes. But those who try to imitate Lord Shiva by smoking ganja and other poisonous things will certainly be killed because of such activities. So it seems there are some people who try to imitate Lord Shiva's this act of drinking poison. What we're going to do is that we ourselves will die if we try to imitate him. Tasyapi darshayam asa
तस्यापि
तस्यापि
दर्शयामास
दर्शयामास
swaviryam jalakalmashaha
स्ववीर्यं जलकल्मषः
yachakara gale neelam
यच्चकारगले नीलम्
यच्चकारकलेलीलम्
tacha sadhur vibhushanam.
तच्च
तच्च
साधो
साधु
विभूषणम्.
As if in defamation, the poison born from the ocean of milk manifested its potency by marking Lord Shiva's neck with a bluish line. That line, however, is now accepted as an ornament of the Lord. Neelkantha, right? He's called because of this, one of his names. His neck became bluish because of the poison. So he celebrated, he saved everyone. Tapyante loka tapena.
Hare
तप्यन्ते
Krishna Shilpa ji,
लोकतापेन
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Shilpa ji, why is it written
Hare
that अपयश के कारण, defamation, as if in defamation the poison born from ocean?
Well, uh, as if in defamation, the poison
Hmm.
born manifested its potency by marking. So I'm not sure. Probably the poison is not very good. Poison is not good. Then it's putting a mark on Lord Shiva's neck. But in fact, he's now celebrated because of this great act.
Okay.
So, usually we have a mark with something, we feel shy about it. So, but here, in fact, Lord Shiva is celebrated now everywhere because of this.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Tapyante lokatapena
Tapyante lokatapena
sadhava prayasho jana
sadhava prayasho janaha
paramaradhanam taddi
param aradhanam tathi
purushasya khilatmanaha.
purushasya akhilatmanaha.
It is said that great personalities almost always accept voluntary suffering because of the suffering of people in general. This is considered the highest method of worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is present in everyone's heart. Here is an explanation of how those engaged in activities for the welfare of others are very quickly recognized by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because one is making sacrifices. He's sacrificing his own self for the sake of others. So he becomes dearer to the Lord. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 18:68-69, Ya idam paramam guhyam mad bhakteshva abhidhasyati nacha tasman manushyesu kaschin me priya krittamaha. One who preaches the message of Bhagavad Gita to my devotees is most dear to me. No one can excel him in satisfying me by worship. So Prabhupada is pointing out here, Krishna is saying who is very dear to him. Krishna is saying one who preaches Bhagavad Gita to others is very dear to Krishna. There are different kinds of welfare activities in this material world, but the supreme welfare activity is the spreading of Krishna consciousness. Krishna himself is saying that. Right? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself is saying that, when you're helping others by giving them this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then that person becomes dear to me. Other welfare activities cannot be effective, for the laws of nature and the results of karma cannot be checked. It is by destiny or the laws of karma that one must suffer or enjoy. For instance, if one is given a court order, he must accept it, whether it brings suffering or profit. Similarly, everyone is under obligations to karma and its reactions. No one can change this. So the best how we can help people is to completely get out of this cycle of karma, cycle of action and reaction. Because till the time we are in the material world, we will continue with this action reaction. So that's why it's called the best welfare activity. If we can give Krishna consciousness, then we are helping everyone, ourselves also, and others to get out of the material world. Therefore, the Shastra says, Tasyeva hetu priyate tako vido na labhyate yad brahmatam upari adaha. Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 5, text 18. One should endeavor for that which is never obtained by wandering up and down the universe as a result of the reactions of karma. What is that? One should endeavor to become Krishna conscious. So we may go up to Lord Brahma or go to the lowest planets, but that cannot give one bhakti, cannot give one devotional service. We can get devotional service only from a devotee, in the association of a devotee. If one tries to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, he should be understood to be performing the best welfare activity. The Lord is automatically very pleased with him. If the Lord is pleased with him, what is left for him to achieve? So we can see, the devotees, they're tirelessly, they don't care at of their personal comforts, their personal tiredness. They are traveling all over the world. Why? To give us Krishna consciousness, to give us their association, to remind us of Krishna. And the Lord is pleased. They are pleasing the Lord by this. And here Prabhupada is saying, if one can please Krishna, what more does he have to do? If we please Krishna, what more to achieve? That's the best thing that one can do, right? To please Krishna. If one has been recognized by the Lord, even if he does not ask the Lord for anything, the Lord who is within everyone supplies him whatever he wants. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yoga Shemam Vahamiyaham. Again, as stated here, Tapyante Loka Tapena Sadhava Praya Shojana. The best welfare activity is raising people to the platform of Krishna consciousness, since the conditioned souls are suffering only for want of Krishna consciousness. So this is how we can please Krishna. If we can take part in the Krishna consciousness movement, somehow or the other, whatever it may be. Someone may be able to do preaching, someone may be able to do cooking, someone may be able to go for Sankirtan, someone may be able to give some monetary help, someone may be able to paint, or offer menial services in the temple, just clean the temple, cut vegetables, and somehow or the other, if we can help, we can serve the Krishna consciousness movement, then we are serving humanity as a whole. The Lord himself also comes to mitigate the suffering of humanity. Yada yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajami aham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chatushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuginke. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharat, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion. I appear myself millennium after millennium. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 7 to 8. So here Krishna is saying that whenever the religious principles are not being followed, whenever there is too much irreligion, he's coming himself. At that time, I descend myself, he's saying. And when he comes, he protects the devotees. He annihilates the miscreants. He reestablishes dharma. Millennium after millennium, he's saying. Just like we saw in this, we are seeing in this churning of the ocean, because the demons had become more powerful, means there is more demoniac influence over the world. The demigods are weak, so means religious principles are not being practiced. So here, how much the Lord is helping them. He's told them, get the nectar. Then how much he's helping them to get the nectar. Mandara mountain, he helped to carry. He brought them back to life, demons and demigods. Then again, the mountain was slipping, he became Kurmadev. Again, he also expanded to form the top, to get a balance for the top of the mountain. Then again, they are not able to churn properly. And he's helping in the churning, right? He hold the neck of Vasuki. The demon said, no, we want to hold. Then they got tired. Then again, Lord Ajita is churning himself. So how much he is protecting the devotees, because you can see that. So all the Shastras conclude, therefore, that spreading the Krishna consciousness movement is the best welfare activity in the world because of the ultimate benefit this bestows upon people in general. The Lord very quickly recognizes such service performed by a devotee. So here Lord Shiva, he is saying that the Vaishnav is Paradukha Dukhi, always compassionate for the suffering humanity. And the best way to help suffering humanity is giving Krishna consciousness. Any comments or questions? Okay, then we'll go on. Nishamya karma tachambo
Nishamya
Nisham
karma
karma tajambo
deva devasya midusha
Deva Devasya Midushaha
swaha
prajatakshayani brahma
Prajadakshayani
Prajadakshayani Brahma
vaikuntascha shashamsare.
Vaikunta
Vaikuntascha
Shire.
Shashamshire.
Upon hearing of this act, everyone, including Bhavani, the daughter of Maharaj Daksh, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and the people in general, very highly praised this deed performed by Lord Shiva, who is worshipped by the demigods and who bestows benedictions upon the people. So everyone is congratulating Lord Shiva. Everyone is praising him. Praskanam pipata panir
Praskranam
Praskannam
Pibataha
Pipata
Pane
Pane
yat kinchit chakruhu smatat
Yat
Yatkinchit
Kinchit
Jagruhu Smatat
Chakrat
rishchikahi vishaushadhyo
Vrishchikahi
Vrishkahi
Vishadyo
Vishaushadyo
danda shukaschye pare.
Dandashukaye Pare
Pare
Scorpions, cobras, poisonous drugs, and other animals whose bites are poisonous took the opportunity to drink whatever little poison had fallen and scattered from Lord Shiva's hand while he was drinking. Mosquitoes, jackals, dogs, and other varieties of dandashuka, or animals whose bites are poisonous, drank the poison of the Samudra Manthan, the churned ocean, since it was available after it fell from the palms of Lord Shiva. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 8th canto, 7th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Lord Shiva saves the universe by drinking poison. So here Sukadeva Goswami is saying that whatever poison had little bit fallen down, snakes, scorpions, but specifically snake, cobra is mentioned, some poisonous plants, some other animals. Prabhupada is mentioning mosquito, jackals, dogs, whose bites are poisonous. They drank their poison, so their bite is so poisonous. So we came to end of this 7th chapter, chapter 8. So we'll read the summary of this chapter, the churning of the milk ocean. The chapter describes how the goddess of fortune appeared during the churning of the ocean of milk and how she accepted Lord Vishnu as her husband. As described later in the chapter, when Dhanvantari appeared with a pot of nectar, the demons immediately snatched it from him. But Lord Vishnu appeared as the incarnation of Mohini, the most beautiful woman in the world, just to captivate the demons and save the nectar for the demigods. So Mohini Murti also we are going to hear about. After Lord Shiva drank all the poison, both the demigods and demons took courage and resumed their activities of journey. Because of this journey, first a Surabi cow was produced. Great saintly persons accepted this cow to derive clarified butter from its milk and offer this clarified butter in oblations for great sacrifices. Thereafter, a horse named Ucheshrava was generated. This horse was taken by Bali Maharaj. Krishna says, right, of horses are Ucheshrava in Bhagavad Gita. Then appeared Airavat. And he says that Airavat also. And other elephants that could go anywhere in any direction. And she elephants also appeared. The gem known as Kaustuba was also generated. And Lord Vishnu took that gem and placed it on his chest. Thereafter, a Parijat flower and the Apsaras, the most beautiful women in the universe, were generated. Then the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, appeared. The demigods, great sages, Gandharvas, and others offered her their respectful worship. The goddess of fortune could not find anyone to accept her husband as her husband. At last, she selected Lord Vishnu to be her master. Lord Vishnu gave her a place to stay everlastingly at his chest. Because of this combination of Lakshmi and Narayan, all who were present, including the demigods and people in general, were very pleased. The demons, however, being neglected by the goddess of fortune, were very depressed. Then Varuni, the goddess of drinking, was generated. And by the order of Lord Vishnu, the demons accepted her. Then the demons and demigods, with renewed energy, began to churn again. This time, a partial incarnation of Lord Vishnu called Dhanvantari appeared. He was very beautiful, and he carried a jug containing nectar. The demons immediately snatched the jug from Dhanvantari's hand and began to run away, and the demigods, being very morose, took shelter of Vishnu. After the demons snatched the jug from Dhanvantari, they began to fight among themselves. Lord Vishnu solaced the demigods, who therefore did not fight, but remained silent. While the fighting was going on among the demons, the Lord himself appeared as the incarnation Mohini, the most beautiful woman in the universe. So we'll go in detail in the text. Text 1, Shri Shukha Vacha.
Shri Shukha Uvacha.
Pite Gare Vrishankena.
Prite Gare Prishankena.
Pritaste Maradanava.
Pritaste Amardanavaha.
Mamantus Tarasa Sindhu.
Mamantu Tarasa Sindhu.
Havirdhani Tato Bhavat.
Havirdhani Tato Abhavat.
Sukadev Goswami continued, upon Lord Shiva's drinking the poison, both the demigods and the demons, being very pleased, began to churn the ocean with renewed vigor. As a result of this, there appeared a cow known as Surabi. The Surabi cow is described as Havirdhani, the source of butter. Butter, when clarified by melting, produces ghee or clarified butter, which is inevitably necessary for performing great ritualistic sacrifices. So from milk, we make butter. When we further cook the butter, remove all the impurities, what we get is clarified butter, that is ghee. And this ghee is used for the yagyas, the fire sacrifices, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 18.5, Yagya Dana Tapa Karma. Na tyajam karyam evatat. Sacrifice, charity, and austerity are essential to keep human society perfect in peace and prosperity. So Krishna is saying that acts of sacrifice, charity, and austerity are never to be given up. They are needed to keep human society peaceful. Yajna, the performance of sacrifice, is essential. To perform yajna, clarified butter is absolutely necessary. And to get clarified butter, milk is necessary. Milk is produced when there are sufficient cows. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita 1844, cow protection is recommended. Ishi go rakshya vanijyam vaishya karma svabhavaja. So, you can see here the importance why we need the cows, because we need the milk. Need the milk for the butter, butter to make the ghee, ghee to do the sacrifices. And also by drinking milk, we develop finer brain tissues by which we will be able to understand spiritual knowledge. By drinking milk, it helps us to develop finer brain tissues. Tam Agni Hotrim Rishayo.
Tam
Tam
Agni Hotrim Rishayo
Jagrahur Brahmavadina.
Jagrahu Brahmavadinaha
Vadina
Yagyasya Deva Yanasya.
Yagyasya Devayanasya
Medhyaya Havishenripa.
Medhyaya
Medyaya
Havihendipa.
Havishinita.
Okay, Parikshit, great sages who were completely aware of the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies took charge of that Swarabhi cow, which produced all the yogurt, milk, and ghee absolutely necessary for offering oblations into the fire. They did this just for the sake of pure ghee, which they wanted for the performance of sacrifices, to elevate themselves to the higher planetary systems up to Brahmalok. Swarabhi cows are generally found on the Vaikuntha planets, as described in Brahma Samhita. Lord Krishna on his planet Golok Vrindavan engages in tending the Swarabhi cows. Swarabhir Abhipalayantam. So Krishna's cows are Swarabhi cows. Does anyone remember how many cows did Nanda Maharaj have?
9,999. 9,99,000. One less
Oh,
than.
is it? Oh, I heard
Yeah.
900,000. I didn't know it was like 999,000. Okay. All
And
right.
in fact, Vrishabhanu Dada's was more, 11 lakhs.
11, is it? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
if I'm not mistaken,
Wow.
because I know like she had more, like,
Radharani's
father,
father had
Dada
more.
Raha's, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So this was, imagine if you keep one cow now.
Mm.
Can't even think. So then 900,000 cows or 11 lakhs cows, you're saying. 1.1 million cows. That's a lot of cows, right? These cows are the Lord's pet animals from the Surabhi cows. One can take as much milk as one needs, and one may milk these cows as many times as he desires. In other words, the Surabhi cow can yield milk unlimitedly. Milk is necessary for the performance of yajna. Sages know how to use milk to elevate human society to the perfection of life. Since cow protection is recommended everywhere in the Shastras, the Brahmavadis took charge of the Surabhi cow, in which the demons were not very interested. So here the Surabhi cow came from churning the ocean. The demons did not want, but the sages, they wanted the cow. They took care of her. So we can see when there is Brahmanas, there will be cow protection also. Right now we don't have Brahmanas, we don't have cow protection, and that is what is causing havoc in the world. Cows need to be protected. Brahminical culture needs to be protected for the peace and prosperity of entire human society. Tata
Uh,
Uchai Shrava
Hare Krishna.
Nama. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, but I think in India, like many places, right, they do cow protection.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Still, like,
There's more
a lot of
awareness now.
importance is given. Yes. Cow
Yes.
protection is there.
Yeah,
And
which
like
is
people
good.
donate now, like you can donate. Like
Yes,
you can adopt, sorry,
that's
a
good.
cow. They say, right? Yeah.
Adopt a cow also, yes. Adopt a cow, it's also happening. Other parts, is gone. Farms also having
Yeah.
this, other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know what
but
the
yeah, it's
problem is
true.
still? That they don't want to keep the cows which are old, which cannot produce any milk. The biggest trouble is with those cows because my father-in-law, he works in a gaushala. He's doing the voluntarily, he's serving the cows there in the one of the biggest of Rajasthan, Jaipur.
Mm,
So what he says, what the problem they come across is that nobody wants to keep the cows that are not producing milk anymore, those who are old, because you need to take care of them. But they're not going to give you anything. They cannot give you
mm,
milk. So the biggest
mm.
trouble is, he says, that we face. That is the biggest trouble because people don't want to keep the cows that are old. So they just leave them on the road. As the cow becomes old, they just,
Oh,
like, how we used to see it previously, that cows are on the road. That was the reason, because
mm,
nobody wants that cow anymore. Why would he spend
mm,
so much money on grazing that cow now? Because the cow won't give any milk. But
mm.
he said that now we are trying to start such goshalas, and I think they have a lot of pinjar pole in Jaipur. They have, so like he said that we are starting that they can protect those cows also,
Yeah, of
because they are
course.
generating like the biofuel and everything from the cow dung. So they said that doesn't
Um,
matter if that cow cannot give milk. We are using the cow dung to produce fuel. We are making the medicines from their urine. We can make the aushadis.
mm,
So that's how they are generating money, is
to
to give them
protect the
protection.
cows then. Oh,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah, because they need money to be generated too. Because I came across a lot of things, and there might be more than, I don't know, 10 lakh cows in that gaushala. And that is
Wow.
like of Jaipur I'm talking. He is all over Rajasthan. He's working all over
Mm,
Rajasthan. So
wow.
he's doing that voluntarily service at this time now.
So
Like from
that's good
last, I
then.
think 7 years. Yeah, I think that's why we are blessed. From last 7 years, he's doing this
Mm,
voluntarily service at the
very good.
gaushalas.
Yeah,
So
very good. We
it's
need
a
more people
good
like your
thing. Yeah.
father-in-law then. Yeah, yeah, we need more people like him then who can take up this kind of services. So good.
And like how I said that like they also feed the good laddu. That is the cow's
Mm,
favorite. Like they eat the grass, that is the regular food that they eat, but like they also give those special laddus. I have fed, and when
nice.
you just hold it in your hand, that cow comes and licks it with the tongue and just takes it inside. I'll
Good,
send you the picture if I have of that Pinjar Pole Gaushala.
good
I
laddu.
have so many. I'll send you some.
Yeah,
Good
post
laddu.
on
What?
our chat. Good.
Yeah, I will. I
Sneha.
will share the
S-
pictures.
Ah.
Yeah,
I
what is
think
Sneha saying?
it was.
Sneha was asking, saying something.
Yeah, what laddu is it, Neha? Gur.
It's. I think the good, the special good laddu they make, and
Ah.
that is very very healthy for those cows.
And it's a treat for them.
It's like a
Yeah,
treat for them because they always eat the
yeah.
grass, right? But you know
Exactly,
what
yeah.
people do, when I went, what they did was, like, they used to throw the laddu. They got scared and they don't want to I also got scared, but then my father-in-law and my husband came and they told me, Rohit told me that hold it, just hold it in your hand and be there, and she will just lick it. So she just took her tongue out, a long one, and she just took it in. So it was like, treat to watch. I was scared in the beginning, but yeah, slowly and gradually, like after every year we go, every time we visit we go, so like slowly and gradually, it's okay now. Now I'm not scared too much. I can touch and I can, like I can go and we can serve them. We collect all, like, how people just come and they just throw the chara and they just go. So but then now we collect that, we rake it out, and then we again give that to them. So like we can hold it and they're eating. It's really fun to watch. I'll share the pictures. You will really love it.
Yeah.
Nice to hear such things. Very nice. Hey, Go Mata ki jai. Stop here.
Yeah.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Śrīla Prabhupada ki
Jai.
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 Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai.
Thank you all so much for listening.